Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now, Boni Halwale today, when the Cabinet Minister of Defense Force, Eden Duale, was summoned at Parliament Building Senate, Boni Halwale came out asking simple question when it comes to the police deployment in Haiti. Boni Halwale never came out hesitating to ask this, that Haiti is 12,119 kilometers away. It takes 13 hours of flying, and of course the cheapest flight cost is 220,700 Kenya shillings. According to Boni Halwale, the given statistics, what are the benefits and intended consequences that government hopes to achieve by taking our troops in Haiti? Boni Halwale came out asking this.
Allow me to congratulate the minister. He's one of the ministers who takes our calls and who calls us. Thank you, Minister. Minister, before I ask you my question, allow me to invite you to the provisions of Article 35 of the Constitution, specifically Article 1A, which gives every Kenyan the right of access to information in the custody of the government. Can you please balance this with our age-old tradition in Parliament, where you are free to ask the Speaker to allow you to table that information in camera? I want to invite you. Having done so, allow me to ask you my question. Haiti is 12,119 kilometers away. It takes 13 hours of flying to reach Haiti, and the cheapest flight, Minister, is 220,700 shillings. You have justified our presence in regional missions by attributing it for the need for us to be part of securing peace, security, and stability of our regions. Given the statistics I've given you on how far away Haiti is, could you tell us what are the benefits and what are the intended consequences the government hopes to achieve by taking our troops to Haiti?
Cabinet Secretary.
Madam Speaker, the last question, I think, with a lot of respect to my colleague, when I came to Parliament, I found him in this same chamber. There used to be a library next door. I don't know whether it's still there. Many, many years. I want to refer him the last question to the Minister of Interior. So please take time, invite Professor Kindiki, give him the statistics of the distance and how many flights go there and the hours. That is above it's not my domain, so I'll refer that to Professor Kindiki. And I'm sure the House has the powers, using the standing orders, to invite him, even this afternoon. Yes, the first one was, yes, Article 35 of the Constitution allows you to get and provide information, any information, to any citizens. But that article must be interpreted with certain responsibility. And I'm sure if you read the chapter on the organs of the National Security Council and even KDF, and you being a very, very seasoned medical doctor, I am sure even sometimes you don't provide your client, your patient, data to all and sundry. This is a plenary. And there are certain information which is, the custodian is the National Security Council. Honorable Boni Senator Boni Khalawale, I cannot share. But if you want me to share, the venue will not even be Parliament. The venue will be the defense headquarters. Because even the room where we want to share, we must take charge of that room. So I will invite you, using the standing orders, to come to defense headquarters. You'll be ushered in, and the generals will share with you some of the privileged data. I am sure from where you sit as a majority whip and as a seasoned leader in this country, you also want to protect our country and you want to protect the national security of our country. Thank you.
So now, this is something that we are asking. As you have listened to Boni Arwale, you've also listened to Eden Duale, the Cabinet Minister of Defense Forces. And some certain responses is diverting it to the Cabinet Minister of Interior Security, that is Kindiki Kithure. But now, this issue of Kenya taking the troops in Haiti is creating a lot of conversation, as eventually people are not understanding what are the benefits and what are the consequences. Where if we are not going to take our troops in Haiti, we have the consequences. And in any case, now we are going to take the troops in Haiti, there are benefits. But again, if there is benefit, it is the government of Kenya, led by William Ruto, who is going to benefit from that kind of fight that is in Haiti. When look at also the consequences, it is not the government that is going to face the consequence. It is this troop that is going to face the consequence. So it is eventually showing us a kind of thing that is being not told the people whatever is going to happen. Because what was the reason why when look about all the troops across the world, why was Kenya? That is the question. Why was Kenya? Because this mess was made by America. And after them creating this mess, they want other countries to come out and clean this mess. At the same time, another country is coming out to clean this mess. There are repercussions and the consequences that are awaiting these people. As we speak now, even the military, they are fearing. And there are kind of allegations and also issues that are coming in, that now there's certain community that are complaining that our children should not be taken there. Watoto wetu wasipelekwe pale. And that is whatever is happening. So the simple question is there benefit? And of course, yes, there are benefit. And the benefit is the kind of partnership in between Kenyan government and the US government. Because the other day you saw the high representative of defense forces of US came into a country. They met with Eden Duale, the cabinet minister of defense force of Kenya. After meeting, what they came out to say was that they have agreed they're going to support Kenya towards the mission in Haiti. And remember, what they're being told is that Kenya must be very serious. Because the gang that is in Haiti is a gang that even some troops are fearing to go, or other countries are fearing to take their troops there. These are gangs. It is a gang that is armed. They are armed. And so if our troops are going to think like they're going to deal with people who are demonstrating, the way they came out showing their skills on how to disperse people who are demonstrating after the election, then they are not really looking forward to succeed on that war. Because I'm so worried. The same way other Kenyans are worried. What is the purpose of taking our troops in Haiti? And after winning this fight, what is the benefit of our troops going to win this war? Then in other words, the way William Ruto has been captured, eventually captured, whatever US will say, Ruto will follow. Whatever kind of word that US will say, Ruto is ready to follow. In other words, Ruto is a captive to the United States of America. Everything yenye hao watu wanasema, William Ruto is falling to it. Because the same thing, what was the criteria that US, or rather UN, Security Council, came out agreeing that Kenya was the country to deploy their troops there? Why was not other countries? Then it means that William Ruto is being used, totally being used. He is being used without any fear of contradiction. This man is being used. And he is the same man that came out telling Africa that we cannot be used, blackmailed, frustrated. Now we are being captured. Everything that William Ruto is doing is that even if William Ruto is getting inside the toilet, US understands that William Ruto is in the toilet. When William Ruto is in a certain hotel, US understands that William Ruto is in a certain hotel. When William Ruto is touring a certain country, US understands that William Ruto is in a certain country. That is the captivity that we are today. And it's something that William Ruto is accepting. He wants to be controlled like a remote. In fact, in other words, William Ruto is a puppet to the United States of America. So whatever they're going to say, Ruto must do it. Because there are certain allegations, and still the allegations are there, that the United States of America funded the election of William Samoei Ruto. In other words, they believed that William Ruto was going to be a good ambassador to what they want in Africa. But also it seems like African countries are coming out not to accept. We cannot accept this kind of captivity. You cannot have good speech day in, day out, but on the other side, you are a slave of West countries. You are a slave of West countries. Why not Uganda? Why not South Africa? Why not Eritrea? Why not Djibouti? Is it just that Kenya is the only country that has well-trained troops? So ladies and gentlemen, this is the question we are asking. What are your thoughts? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, I want to appreciate you so much because of your support. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video.